Captain Gonzalez speaking. We will be arriving in Honolulu in about 20 minutes. Please keep your seatbelt fastened at all times. Thank you for flying the Philippines Airlines.
Hey, this is Mike. How's it going? So I'm catching a flight back home, and I wanted to talk to you about my new recipe. It's one of my favorites, and it's a favorite also back home, back where I come from in Quebec. I'm very excited about it because it's a really good recipe.
We'll be right back. So, today's our lucky day. We meaning me, because I just jumped out of a burning plane and survived. Yeah, man. And you, because today is Shepherd's Pie Day. It's one of my favorite meals back in Quebec. It's called pâté chinois. So let me open my chute, and we can talk some more, right? Oh no, it's just my backpack. No!
Whoa. Well, that was unpleasant. So, yeah. Let's go to the kitchen and I'll show you how to make it. And, yeah. I don't know where I am. Where is the kitchen? I'll see you guys later.
Tip of the day. Trail mix. If you make your own, it can be a very good and healthy snack for the whole family. It's a good snack for bringing on a plane, on a hike, or any outing you might have. By adding flax or chia seeds, you add a high dose of omega-3 fatty acids to your body without eating fish oil. So these are my ingredients. Today we'll be using 5 large russet potatoes. I had an extra one there. And a nice large yam. That will be for the mashed potatoes for the top of the shepherd's pie. Half an onion. 2 eggplants. 2 zucchinis. 2 large carrots, 2 celery sticks. Also, these nice green lentils, about 2 to 3 cups, a cauliflower, and TVP. It's textured vegetable protein. It is soy base and it's a good meat replacement. Now get 2 pots boiling with about 4 cups of water in each. Add your lentils in them so they can start cooking. Now we're going to peel our potatoes as fast as we can. And you peel all your potatoes and also cut the bad parts out of it. You don't want that to be mixed in your mashed potatoes. And you cut them a good size, between 1 inch to 1.5 inches square. Add those to your boiling water, and you continue by adding the rest of the potatoes in there. So now that all our potatoes are cut, you let that boil, and we're gonna cut all our vegetables. First, we're going to start by cutting the onion and the celery. And we're going to put those in a separate bowl, just for starters, because we're going to be cooking them before.
Now we cut the rest of the vegetables and put them in a separate pot. Now it's time to prepare the TVP. First, we add some liquid smoke, about a capful. Then we add liquid aminos, or brags as we call it. Then we add some sesame oil, a tablespoonful. Then we add another tablespoonful of salt, probably a tablespoon and a half. And we add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of yeast, nutritional yeast. Also, we add a little bit of black strap molasses. I use organic molasses, but you don't have to. But unsulfured black strap molasses is the best. Now we mix it all together and we put it on the heat. We put it on high. We bring it to a boil. Now let's check if our potatoes are ready. You check with the sweet potatoes, the yam, because if the sweet potato is not cooked properly, then it's gonna make some chunks in there. And the sweet potato cooks slower than the regular potatoes. So we add about half a cup of soft butter. We add some yeast, about 2 tablespoons. I add some garlic salt. Now you can make a variation of what I'm doing now. You don't have to add everything that I'm adding. You can add some pepper. I'm using Spike right now, which is a salt alternative. And I'm also using salt, sea salt. So we mash it good until it's all nice and smooth. Some people add milk. You can even add soy milk if you want to make it more vegan. Now that it's boiling, we can add the TVP to it, turn off the heat, and put it aside and put a lid on it, and just let it sit there. Now we're going to start cooking our veggies. You add some vegetable oil or olive oil that I just used, or you can add coconut oil, whichever you prefer. And you first start cooking your onions and celery. Once that's cooked, you add your other vegetables. Add some water, about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup, because you don't want the bottom to burn. You want them to steam in a way. And then you add the lid and you let it steam. Once the TVP is ready, in about 10 minutes, you add that to your vegetables. These are the extra things that I add. I add the cream of corn and the cheese. So, if you have too much water into your vegetable preparation, I add cornstarch. You mix it with a little bit of cold water, about a tablespoonful, and you add that to your vegetables, and that will thicken the broth, and that way it won't be so watery. It's a little trick I learned. But you gotta mix it good, because it can stick to the bottom. Okay, now that it's all nice and thick
and all cooked thoroughly, you add some salt to flavor, and then you put it at the bottom of a square pan. I use a 9-inch by 12-inch by about 3 inches thick. Then you add the lentils, the cooked lentils, mixed in with your veggies, and that will be the meat part, or the fake meat part. Then, an option, us in Quebec, we add cream of corn to the bottom as a middle layer, but you don't have to do that. Then you add the mashed potatoes to your mix. You can see I mixed in the cheese with the mashed potatoes to add some extra flavor and extra protein. You make it all smooth, and then you put it in the oven at 350 for about 45 to 60 minutes. And then, once it's cooked, it's all mixed in together, very nice and hot, and that's what it looks like. Now you can add some ketchup, which I like to do, or you can make a gravy to go with it. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you very much. See you soon.